You are live, Mr. Line Cards, Mr. King Line Cards. Oh, we've got Hobby Rant Tuesday in the house. Let's see if we can get a different light going on. Do you like me like this? Would you like me? Oh, that's too bright. We'll go with the blue. See if anyone jumps on. We got two people, 25 seconds in. Tweeted out earlier tonight was going to be a little different kind of show, not the typical Tuesday rant. I saw Jimmy Guns tweet out something like, "Just another collector, Tyler. What's up, fellas? Thanks for tuning in." Tweet out a whole bunch of his, "Hey, CB, what's up, Cole?" A whole bunch of his, hobby pet peeves. It's like, bro, this is like everything I just been saying the last couple of weeks in my rants. Like, let's do a show together, and just joking around about a race to 3,500 followers. Think I might try to get a bet going on with him and see if we can get some money raised or some charity. Which brings me to my first thing tonight is just thank you, just thank you. Like, I very. Maybe it seems like I ask for a lot from people, but it's never for me. This week, couple awesome hobby people I call friends, are just going through a rough time. Like, something really terrible has happened in their life, and it's not really my place to say, but I feel like I need to do something for these people. So, a couple nights ago, I put a tweet out, said, "Hey, man," or not, man, just, "Hey, someone we know, someone in the hobby fam's really hurting. What can we do to help? I got an idea. I need like $30. It's 5 people at $6, 6 people at $5, whatever." Actually, it was like $15. 2 minutes later, I had like 20 DMs and $20 in my PayPal already, which was amazing. So I had to tell people thanks, but no thanks. We'll get you next time. And so then tonight, same thing rolls around. Someone else is hurting real bad, and just want to do something nice for them, and same exact thing happens, and it's just unbelievable, and it blows me away, and I'm just like overwhelmed with emotions. Like, I'm so full of anxiety right now on this show that it's unreal to talk about some of the things I'm going to talk about, because like this hobby just brings people together like I've never seen in any human form, function, anything. It really is a family of people. And when you call people your brother or your sister, like, you truly mean it. Like, some of my best friends are people I've never met. My buddy Abdul lives in Philadelphia. I talk to him every single day. My buddy Nick lives down in Florida. I talk to him every single day. And they're like top 10 friends of mine. They know my kids. They know my life. They know my wife. They know our stories. Just because you don't see somebody doesn't mean you're not close to them. And so just thank you for being a friend and for kindness. And, like, on my koozies I send out, I got the new things. It's good people doing good things. And I try to be good people. And I was telling Che earlier, ENS Sports Cards there, I feel so fortunate to have surrounded myself with such amazing people in this hobby. And that's what makes it so awesome. That's what makes it so special. Like, every single one of you watching today has been in my DMs wanting to help people. Like, Tyler, you're on here. You're first on my list because I got a list. You can't see it because of my light. But man, we just messaged each other all day Saturday about the Irish game, like both huge fans. And then I'm like, okay, I'm on live. Now Biden's on. I got to watch the stream. Now I'm at home. I'm like 3 plays behind. He's like, oh my God, I can't like not tell you what's happening. Holy crap, it's double overtime. They just won, and like just going nuts. Tyler's like a friend. That's just what he is. He's not just some random guy. Che, we do a show. We try to do it every other Monday. Just Another Collector literally just sent my family an amazing package that just blew me away. And it's more than people coming together. It really truly is the community. And, for example, Timmy Ahern bought a card off him. He knows Claire collects Jesse Winker. What's he do? He just says, "Enjoy, Claire." Sends her an Inception auto along with all these. Luke, I always thought it was Luca June or something like that. LA Cajun Cards, Luke. Every time he goes to the local card store, he was like, "Hey man, you want anything?" And he just gets me like contenders packs. He knows I like contenders. Price plus cost plus shipping. Got me this nice card here, cost plus shipping. Doesn't even, it could be, hey, I'm too nice of a guy, you're getting taken advantage of, but it's not. It's just genuinely surrounding yourself with the right people. For example, again, like Ivan, Watch the Breaks. I haven't talked to this dude like ever until a couple days ago. We just started DMing each other, right? And then knows that I was out looking for the Phoenix set for the Broncos, and he's got a bunch of slaying around. Just DMs me. He's like, "Hey man, you wanted the Broncos?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude. What's your PayPal?" I was like, "I got it. It's taken care of. Don't worry about it." And so it's just, when people give back and recognize that you're doing good things, like it's incredible what that means to me. That like I just try to do good in the hobby, and the fact that other people recognize it is incredible. And I tell you, when you're kind and when you're nice, it does not go unrecognized. Like Sue and Patty, everybody knows Sue Tiska and Rookie. I was talking to her yesterday because she tagged me in a Joey Votto card. It's one thing to tag people in, random giveaway for a blaster, or I'm going to give away this, whatever, it's a 1,000 follower giveaway, but it's literally a card that she knows my wife collects. She knows that my daughter collects Winker, knows that I collect Senzel. Like that kind of stuff is meaningful. Like these are two powerful, strong women that are role models for my daughter. Like I can't wait to finally meet them one day. And I did a video back in like May of the very first time someone, there it is, my very first hobby friend, Dizzy Dub right there. We're anti-ranting tonight, Kyle. We're talking about my love for the hobby and how people are just so awesome, and it brings people together, just like this little group you put together. Dude, my dad joined it, man. Like he hasn't had a mustache since like 1970. I've got all these old pictures I want to post, and my mom's going to send me of this awesome just caterpillar across his face with, the rolled up cigarettes in his white t-shirt as he's leaning against his GTO because my dad was a badass. And he joins the team, and he's gray stash just to raise awareness for, you're my first hobby friend. On my personal Twitter account was King Scally. I did my first trade with you. I sent you some Vikings cards. You're my first ever time I interacted with anybody in the hobby, and it was from not even Goldline Cards. It was from King Scally, which is my personal Twitter account. That's what that means. You're the very first person I ever talked to in the hobby, the very first person I ever did an interaction with, that I engaged with, that I did something wrong. I was like, "Hey, you want to know how much you went for this card?" It's like $8. Like that's cool, but it's really like a $2 card, so I'm willing to give you like $2 plain white envelope. And I had no idea what any of this stuff means, and you took the time out to like explain it to me 30 years later, what all the new terms were, what all the new stuff was, because I was a child collector, took a good 20 years off like most people, and got back into it. And you're a vital part of why. And the very first rack I ever got, it was a guy from Brooklyn. I wish I knew his name, because all he wrote in a card, and it was to my kid, and it just said, "Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way." And that's something like I'll never forget. It's just, it's Biggie Smalls. It's his quote. It just said, "Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way." And I like to say that. And I really wish I knew who this was. So, I'm going to dig through DMs from months ago to see if I can ever do it to thank him. But it gets you on the path to doing right by others when people do right by you. And I give away so much. I send so many things out, but I tell you, it comes back tenfold every single time. And I'm sure it does for all of you too. Every single one of you on here has sent racks to me, to my kids, to other people, to hobby members who are down, to joining up for charities and stuff like that. Like I've seen it. It does not go unnoticed. And if I see it, you know what? Other people see it, because who am I? I'm just a guy. Aren't we all just guys trying to get along? Guys and girls, gals, whatever. Just people, human beings trying to get along and trudge through this together, because it's awesome, isn't it? When someone sees a big hit on a card, I want to tell them, "Awesome. That's a great card." And, I'm not the best at getting back to people. It took me almost a month to send Terry Paul a card. And I'll tell you right now that the Trout Farm DM'd me about this pool I got I hit, and I never got back to him because I'm terrible at that. And that's what grinds my gears is me. Goldline brethren, nice to meet tonight. Yeah. I'm being nice tonight, man. So yeah, it was the Trey Wayne's Prism rookie card. It's exactly what it was. So when we started collecting Old Town cards, JB had a podcast, a show, I'm not sure, whatever you want to call it, with Retail Ben. And I just liked watching his shows. I wanted to do stuff like that. I didn't want to do breaks. I want to do stuff like I'm doing right now, just talking in the computer, stuff like Che and I do, just hanging and recording it, just talking to friends. And he knew Claire was a huge collector. So Claire sent him some Claire cards. You guys remember when that was a thing? Because, kids go through phases, and now she's going to start that back up this week because she's doing some trades with Blake Jameson again, which is amazing. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate you being here. We'll be sure to tip your bartender and just be nice, be good. And so JB sends Claire is his hobby member of the week, one of those Series 110s, and 13 Jesse Winkers, and says, I want you to have a tea party with Jesse. So what do you think a 4-year-old's going to do? She literally sets up a tea party with 13 Jesse Winker cards sitting around her table. And yeah, Claire cards, man, you got 101s. They're better than Burrow 101s. Like, we got to get back into it because we got away from it. And they were like a big thing. Like the Project 2020 people loved them. Everybody liked them. And then it just, she's 4. So you lose interest in things, you get interest in things. But she said she wanted to start doing it again tomorrow. But the babysitter comes on Wednesday. So maybe we'll start it Thursday. But, I just wanted to talk about some other people like Kelly's cards. We know Kelly. He's in these chats all the time. He's watching the videos. He's a big supporter. Claire literally recognizes his handwriting, and he sends these cards. I keep everything that you guys send me. Like if it's a card, a handwritten note, I keep them. Like that's my part of my PC. And I wish I did this for other people, but I don't, and I need to. Like, yeah, just another collector. Here's your note right here. I can't see because it's dark and I get this blinding light in my face. But Kelly sends these cute little puppy dog cards with notes in them, and Claire knows that they're from him, so he just doesn't send a label to other people. He sends it to her, and he sent her like a Frozen blaster. If you watched it on Sunday, we opened up a Frozen blaster. It was amazing. Like Garrett, he's become one of my best friends on here, and Nick, he's a real private guy. Nickalicious 33, I believe, is his Twitter name, but he made the Goldline logo. He made the koozies. He got with my wife to make the tumblers that I drink out of sometimes. Today I got my hydro flask, but he got with my wife to make all my logos and stuff. And I sent him some Broncos cards. We connected because he's a Broncos fan, and now I chat with him all the time. Like right before I got on here, he's like, "Hey man, I haven't talked to you in a while. Like how are you doing? Like what's going on in your life? How's your family?" Like that's the interaction, engagement I'm here for. I've said it from day one that I'm here for engagement, interaction, and just to try to make things better for people. And it all starts with the people you surround yourself with. And look at all these amazing people in the chat. There's 6 people watching me talk about what? Nothing right now. That's incredible. KDub, he already left, but I was going to talk to, he's the first guy. And Eloyd, the GOAT, I had no idea what auctions were. He welcomed me into the GOAT Club Friday night. That's what I do. I got to work, but sometimes I have the iPad out and I can watch his auctions. He's just showed me the other day how to do YouTube with like Che and I do our show. We can start doing it live now through this website he was telling me about. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but we can do that now. You help each other out. And he's like, hey, let's just FaceTime. Let me show you real quick. And it's not hard. Like Larkin Binder, one day, I haven't seen him on Twitter in a while since he got his new job, but he just says, hey man, what's your address? I just give it to him because, whatever. He sends Claire an autographed Jesse Winker ball. He's like, yeah, I made a sweet trade and I got Claire a Winker ball. Like, what? How incredible are people that my kid has a 1-of-1 printing plate probably 40 Winker autographs, an auto Winker baseball, and is, according to the Cards database, the world's largest Jesse Winker collector. And I don't even have like half of her stuff in there. And she's 4 cards away from a rainbow, and she's not even 5 yet. Just another collector. I was talking about you, man. The Handwritten Note. And he sends it to King Lion cards. He's got cards in there for Queen Lion cards, for Princess cards, and threw some cups in there for Cooper. If you guys don't see what Employee 84 has been doing for celiac disease, I mean, I've got Tourette's syndrome. You notice I do this a lot, that a lot. I can't help it, man. I got Tourette's syndrome. Like, people think it's, oh, fuck, shit, motherfucker, god damn it. Like, no, it's not. Like, if I could raise awareness like that guy is, just people would know. And he's raising so much awareness by giving away a 50-cent stamp and some cards and making people happy. And then he gets called out for it because one maybe slipped through the cracks and someone's a jerk to him over it. Like, what? This guy does so much for the hobby and gives so much away, and he's getting the business for trying to raise awareness. How about Zach Cunningham? I tell him that we're doing something nice for somebody, and he messages me and he's like, well, I don't have a lot of money, but I got some cards. What do they collect? And I told him, he's like, I got this coming in. It's going to be here Tuesday. So he DMs me pictures like, hey man, this just got here. What's the address? Let me send it out right now. Like, that's the kind of people that are just incredible. He lives like an hour away. I can't wait to meet that guy one day, because we got LCSs here in Columbus, and card show coming up next weekend that he might try to come down for. Like Ryan's cards. Is there anybody not like, how does this guy have like 3,000 followers when like 8,000 people commenting on his stuff? Like, one thing that really grinds my gears is when you fucking enter a goddamn stack sale, especially mine, because I do them on Mondays, you post all your shit in there and you don't even bother to retweet it or to like it or to get other people to see it. It's just like, hey, let me jump in here. Or, I have a card up for sale for $6. You're going to undercut me and sell your card right in my thread for $5. Like, fuck you, get out of my thread. But I'm never going to kick anybody out. I'm never going to, say anything to anybody, because that's just not my style. Like, other people can do it because it's your Twitter, your account. You do what you want, but I don't care what you do. But that's just a jerk move. That's bullshit. But, if you're going to jump in someone's sale and start selling your own stuff, like, there are so many threads that are like, hey, jump in, do whatever, buy, sell, trade thread. Why are you jumping in if you're not retweeting it? If you're not getting other people to see it, like, okay, I got like 3,100 followers. So right now, Southpaw Card Sales is having a stack sale. He just told me about it. He's like, hey man, can you want to jump in? You want to retweet or whatever? I'm like, hey, I got my show. I'll be happy to retweet for you. I even posted a message. Then there's 3,100 people who see that now. So if everyone with like 500 followers retweets one post, how many new people is that? It's like compound interest in math. Like, yeah, I'm a finance guy, so it's not difficult. You stumbled across a tweet where the dude, yeah. And you know what? That same dude was giving me the business this morning, and I was completely wrong because I said Hunter Pence beat Joey Votto for the Rookie of the Year, and Marty Brenneman steered me wrong many years ago because he had claimed that many times, and I looked it up finally because someone told me I was wrong, and I was. But he's giving me the business over Robert and Lewis. Like, it had nothing to do with it. Like, I'm a Joey Votto fan. He got hosed, and then he keeps giving me I'm like, I really don't give two fucks about Kyle Lewis and Lewis Robert. Like, they're both going to have stellar careers. They're both going to be awesome. And yeah, okay, look, my retweet sold your PS4 yesterday. Awesome. My retweets sell a whole bunch of shit for people, and I love that. And I'm not trying to give myself clout. I'm not trying to do that at all. I'm just saying that there's more eyes on it. So Tyler, if you retweet my thing and all your followers that don't follow me see it, and Che, if you retweet it, then all your followers, and just another collector, if you retweet it, then all your followers see it. And Chris, and same thing. Like, we don't all follow the same people. There's probably a group of us that follow the same or have followers of the same people, but it reaches a larger audience, and all of a sudden that person does it, then that person does it, and that person does it. And all of a sudden we're in a pyramid scheme, and we're selling doTERRA oils and fake fingernails to fucking shit. But this Ryan's Cards guy, last night he just DMs me. He's like, how much money you need? I'm like, actually, bro, it's taken care of. He's like, all right, well, next time you got me anything you need, it's no questions asked, which, how good that makes you feel? that you're trusted enough that you just say, hey man, you're supposed to tweet, hey, there's a hobby family member in need. I want to do something nice for them. I need like $30 and whatever. And then you have all these people, no questions asked, sending you money. That's trust. Like I sent every single person who donated money the picture of the card, told them who it was going to, asked them to please keep it quiet so they didn't know. I wrote a nice note to the person. And that's the kind of things that you do. But it goes back to, it's just, I don't even fucking know what I was talking about now. I'm so damn tired. That's stuff like 3 hours last night. Like Ryan just says, "What? How can I just end it?" Or like Eloy, when we were raising money for, if you're not aware, Becky lost her mom to a massive stroke and a brain bleed while she was pregnant with Claire. So Gabe, what's up, buddy? So we do the heart walk every year, and this year it was virtual because COVID. So Claire did a bedazzled 1-of-1 Mike Trout Ben Baller Project 2020. Blake Jameson bid on it, and we had like $800 some dollars. Eloy comes in, just closes it out to $1,000 a bid. Boom. It was like over $100 that he donated. Just here's your $1,000. Like, it's not about money. Somebody today said, hey man, I don't got a lot of money, but I got some cards. Who can I send what to? Someone else said, I got $3. $3 is better than no dollars, and if you in any time that's ever asked, no is a perfectly good yeah, buddy. Hello, I was just talking about you, how you closed out Claire's heart walk donations and how amazing that was. Yeah, and Che, yeah, tonight I didn't even tell you the story of why I was trying to do something nice for people, and you said, nope, doesn't matter, just do it. And so then, Che, I can't even say enough things good about you. You're just one of the best human beings I've ever met in my life. And Ben Kovac, last week I'm doing the stack sale on Monday, and typically on Mondays I'm just dominating. Like, people mute me Monday because I'm just retweeting and posting and stuff. And this last Monday I received some terrible news and was like, I'm out. No. But the Monday before, Claire wanted to help. So she posted a Jonathan Taylor score rookie card or something. And she said, I want $17. Daddy, post this for $17. I'm like, okay, honey, but I'm not sure you're going to get that. So, setting her up for, okay, we'll get a couple bucks for it and get some. We did like an hour auction, get a couple dollars. Ben comes in, boom, $17. It's mine. Like, I support little kids, support young collectors. I was like, unbelievable. Sends me $20. He says, just make an even 20, put it in her piggy bank. And he trusts me 100% that money's going directly to my daughter. Like, if it's not, then what's going on? And I talked about Luke, and like, he sends so many things. Like, he's one, I don't want to talk about people's personal things, because some people are 15, some people are 38, some people are 75, like my dad, who's growing a stash too. Eloy, he finally figured out how to post his picture today. But yeah, I mean, Eloy's so cool with my daughter. She calls her Eloy and he calls her Eclair. Like, they're just like friends, and that's awesome. Like, how cool is it that I've never met you, you live across the country, and you have a relationship with my 4-year-old. Now, relationship's a weird word, but like, she knows who you are and you know who she is through sports cards, through like this guy. Who is this? Frank Clark. Frank Clark's gonna be my guy for togetherness, and Hokey Porter. Okay. Don't ever interact with this dude at all. And he's the one who just comes in, closes it out the other night when I was trying to get a rack going on for somebody. Your dad's going to be cool to play. Dude, my dad is legit, though. He's going to play from the senior tees, but he's going to be a good time. Maybe I can get him to come, if COVID calms down, I can get him to come to Chicago with me next year. We can play some courses out there. I know a couple from when I lived out there. But Hokey Porter, this guy. So someone's down, and it's just got me down. Like, I got to do something nice. So I post a tweet and he just like, how much do you need? Like $15, like, $5 from 3 people, $3 from 5 people. It sends me the $15. It's like, what do they collect? And I told him, he's like, I got this card. I'm like, boom, that's a banger. Like, seriously? He's like, yeah, I'm going to send it to him. Writes this super nice note to the guy. And it just blows me away. Like, I'm getting overwhelmed with emotion right now. Just like how much I love you guys. Like, it's unbelievable. And you know what? And you're helping me raise my daughter because she knew my buddy Abdul, I talked about earlier, tore his ACL or thinks he did. Our elephant Rosie, or our rhino Rosie at the Columbus Zoo here was put down. And Rosie used to paint Christmas ornaments and sell them at the Christmas gala. We're members, so we go and raise money for animal conservation. She got put down, and my other buddy was having a good time. So you know what Claire does? She comes find some cards and she puts them in envelopes. Say, here, Daddy, send these to people because they're gonna make them feel better. Is this not the most proud dad moment? Like of my, like, I'm choking back tears right now. Like, I'm really trying hard not to keep it together. Like, this is like the proudest dad moment of my entire life. Like, she knows that people are hurting, and her generous heart. Shit, I mean, I don't even know what's in here. I know that one of them's a Jalen and what's the quarterback that hurts that they just Cody. What's up, buddy? Man, I got a whole bunch of new faces in here tonight. From Philly, sends up some Philly cards from Abdul because he lives there. But it's incredible. And I've always said again, like, I'm here for the friendships, I'm here for the engagement, I'm here for the interactions. And typically the Tuesday nights, the rant night, the things that annoy me, I just get it all off my chest. I try to be funny. People take it seriously. Don't fucking take me seriously. I'm not that serious of a guy. But somebody, mentioned to me, and I've been seeing a trend kind of lately of people unfollowing a bunch of people instead of just blocking them, just straight up unfollowing. Like, I don't need this on my timeline. Okay, I follow like 3,000 some people. I got 3,000 some followers. Like, is less more? Because I have a couple of friends. I'm like, man, you are such an awesome person and you're such an awesome hobby member. Like, why do you only have 200 followers? Like, I only want 200 followers. That's it. Like, I don't want to follow other people because then I'm going to buy shit I don't want. I'm going to see stuff I don't want to see. I'm going to get engaged with people I don't want to get engaged with. And Eagle Boy, I'll catch you up here in a second since I'm done with this point. But it's like, is less really more? Because then I started thinking about it. I'm like, all right, man. So I was just joking with Jimmy about a race to 3,500 followers, then like doing like a $20 giveaway or something. But nah, man, we become friends with the mute button lady. Like, why? Are we saving feelings now? Just block. Like the dude this morning who was attacking employee 84. Like, he jumped on me. And I was cool with that. Like, whatever, you can disagree. I had a big disagreement with Ben from Midwest Box Breaks last week. And you know what? We got in the DMs for like 4 straight days, found out he was an Irish fan, and he's super cool guy. And I hope he feels the same way about me. I didn't get into his breaks, but I started watching him. I enjoy how he does it, and I'll probably buy into him soon. But all it takes is a conversation with somebody. We're allowed to disagree. Like, hi, I'm an adult and I have this opinion. I am also an adult and I have a differing opinion. We can talk about things and we can still get along because that's how the fucking world works. Unless you're running for president. I mean, I don't know. But Eagle Boy, I'm not ranting tonight. I'm going through things that I hate about myself. Like, I really suck at organization. I ship sucky. I'm bad at getting back at people. Like, the Trout Farm DM'd me about this card and said, man, I'll get back to you. I'm not really sure. I pulled it and I want to keep it. And I never let him know. Like, it slipped through the cracks. Terry Paul, I owed him a package for like a month. I finally got it out on Friday. He's like, hey, man, you got my package? I'm like, yeah, send it out Friday. Then I was like, I'll get you the tracking as soon as I get, to a computer. And what I do, I never got him his damn tracking because I'm the worst. But typically Tuesday nights, I go through what annoys me, the ticky-tacky things, and I try to be funny. I try to have a good time. But tonight, I'm just spreading the love to all these people, and I got a list. Like, D Moose is a dude. So we got this little chat group going on. I know people like chat groups. People don't like chat groups. I don't like Discords. It's not my thing. But half the time, my chat groups are on mute anyways. But this dude is in every rack ever. If I post anything, he's the first person to say, hey, how can I help? Same with not Nolan Ryan, who actually may be Nolan Ryan. I mean, he's a huge Broncos fan. We chat all day Sundays, talk to the dude every day. He's one of those guys who will go out and buy retail. And by the way, I am wearing green today, Eloy, just for you. The bird is the word. It's my Almond Shirt. I try to wear Almond Shirts every show because I'm trying to see if they'll make me a shirt. They're a local, started out as some guys down at OSU with a t-shirt shop. Now they got a shop in Columbus, Cleveland, Cincinnati. Like LeBron was wearing their Ultimate Warrior shirt when he won the championship. All the ESPN dudes, like celebrities, wear them and shit. Just make me like a Goldline shirt, like a black shirt with a line across it. Just make me some merch, man. I can sell it. Let's make a deal, or just one shirt, something. That'd be sweet. And Chris Vargo, if you're still on here, this dude. All right, so my pops, obviously, when we're kids, you know, you take interest in the stuff your kids. So some King Line merch, yeah, man. Like I give away the Koozies, and I got the new ones out. I just didn't know if you were here. Good people doing good things on the back. But I'm trying to get this website together. I'm not very inclined. I don't have any time, man. I work. I watch my kids. And come January, I'm going to first shift. So whole life's going to change. I'm going to have time for things. But Chris Vargo, Wood Pig, if you're still on here, man, he literally sends my dad a book that his family member wrote on the Pirates. Gets me on to, sends my dad some cards because my dad grew up in Pittsburgh, was a huge Pirates fan growing up. And sends me up with this website. I think it's called Four Sharp Corners to get some vintage cards. And I got him like a Harry Hendricks and a Bob Friend and somebody else I can't remember for his birthday. And he was like in tears, like he loved it so much. And it's all thanks to him. And I talked about Terry Paul, but Rob Dynasty, he literally came up with the idea of cards and coffee with Chris. Like we went in the local card shop is right down the street. He had a doctor's appointment in my neighborhood. Say, hey, man, you want to meet me for coffee? Absolutely. I love meeting people. You would not believe how many hobby members live in Columbus. I mean, just alone, like the popular guys, you know, because I'm internet cool and all. But like Buck City Breaks is here. Card Collector 2's here. Terry Paul's here. Rob's here. That dude, Justin Stone's here. I can't remember his Twitter handle. A ton of people are in Ohio. Mid Ohio Sports Cards here. I'm trying to look through my list, but I can't. It's impossible to remember everybody. But dude, just like, hey, you want to meet for coffee? And comes up with some great ideas. Yeah, that's him. Rookie card Papa is Stone. That's the guy. He just like messaged me today. Hey man, we should meet up. Like, let's go to this card show this weekend. Awesome, let's do it. I'm all about meeting people. Dave McCoy. Scotty Van Noy, I think it is. Like, he lives down in Miami, and I sent some cards to him that he bought to Northwest instead of Northeast, and ended up like 5 miles from him. He's like, bro, you sent the cards to the wrong place. And there's a John Morant in there. A lot of people will be super pissed about that. He was like, hey man, it happens. You just refund my money. I'm like, yeah, like that's it. Like I could get on eBay. I could rebuy you these cards. I could send replacement things. I could, you know, went through all these options. That's a lot of work. He can just refund my money. He said, and it goes like Kaplan University or something. So he's like, I'm sure you'll get it back. So it comes back like last week, and he's like, hey, what are we gonna do with this? Should we do a giveaway? You want to resell it to me? What do you want to do? I'm like, I'm just gonna send it back to you free because it's my screw up. Matching dingers. This is the thing that I think is so cool. I talked about it with Sue earlier, and I truly love it. Like the Bearded Baptist does it all the time. Is when you see a card like Card Guy Cody did it. Texigan just did it like 20 minutes ago for a Drew Lock card that I bought. I think that's who it was. When you see a card, you know someone likes. Some people don't like it that they tag you in it. I'll be like, hey, that's a cool card if I don't want it. Or if I want it, I'm like, yeah, dude, awesome. I didn't see it. Now I have this Drew Lock jersey patch card for $4 that I didn't know I had. Or, you know, he tagged me in like a $40 Jesse Winker. Like, I'm not going to, like, thank you guys all so much, because probably every single one of you on here watching has sent my kids some stuff. Like Eloy started off the Cooper Cup collection, him and two other people. And Winker autos, Winker this, Winker that for Claire. Like, who collects Jesse Winker? Nobody, my daughter. But like Southpaw, I was just talking about him earlier. We got like people in this hobby who range from like high school, I don't even know about middle school, up to middle-aged men who grow weird mustaches to uh to the older generations like my dad, and you don't know who's who, and people handle themselves so well and just do nice things for each other and send you cards or talk to you just like, hey, how's your day, how's it going, like, are you happy with life, like, how can I help? Like, he commented, hey man, I really liked your shipping, how did you do that, so I can be better at my shipping. You know who's the best shipper like ever is Eloy and Zach Finn. Like, those two dudes are like the shipping cream of the crops right there. And now City Cards. So this guy Nick's like, hey, I want to start a break group. Anybody interested? Yeah, sure, me. And it's been going on for like a year now. We got a great group of guys, and it's fun to just talk with them. I don't buy into breaks very often, but when I do, I mean, the guy, like, literally, they have the Reds, and these guys pull a winker. They put it in Chris's pile. We'll send it to Claire. We get a Cooper Cup that's not like a huge card. Put it in Chris's pile. We'll send it to Claire or to Cooper. And it's just the community of people, like, you just don't understand how much it means to me. Like, I've been a collector most of my life, but then, you know, I took off like high school, college, and I was just dicking around and just, you know, doing whatever and not taking life seriously. But then this is just so much fun to me. And my guy Brant, he sees a card in a stack sale that says take for Goldline cards. And then I'm like, I don't see what's going on. It's like 2:00 in the morning because dude's up super late. So he DMs me. He's like, you don't have a choice. What's your address? This card's coming to you. I'm like, well, what am I going to do? Argue with the guy? It's like, all right, the guy today, Ben Engler, I was sending him some card savers, and shipping ended up being more because I couldn't fit into it. It's like $4. Like, hey, you want $4? Like, no, I'm good. Like, I don't need your $4. Thank you for offering, but it's $4. Like, I'm not going to sit here and haggle you over $4. It's like when you're having a stack sale for 50 cents. Will you take 40 cents? Like, seriously, a dime? Like, no, just the hassle alone of me just typing back to you over a dime. Just no. Talked about Leland Lawrence just says, hey man, sends me a message. Like, I see all these good things you do. It doesn't go unnoticed. I want to send you some cards. Sends me just stacks of cards for my family. And I just can't get over how much like this stuff means to me. And I don't know if you guys get the same things, but it's literally overwhelming to me that like my mailman just got to be pissed. I mean, I should just find out who he PCs and just buy him like a $500 card, because there's days he just leaves like the you know, a carrier outside. I'm like, I don't even buy that much. It just shows up. Like, it's like, you know, Newman says, the mail, it never stops coming. And then it's Publishers Clearinghouse Day. When you control the mail, you control information. All right, so look, Eloy's got a good relationship with his mailman to sell his cards. There's a hobby member out there who's going through a rough time, and an awesome stack sailor, a great reputation with the hobby. And I know they're going through a rough time, so I send stuff to DMN Takeover sometime because literally I have too much shit and I don't have time to get rid of it. So I'm like, bro, I'm gonna send you a flat. You want to do this? I'll send you a medium flat rate box. You sell the cards, we'll split 50-50. He's like, oh my God, I can't believe this. You're really going to do this? Like, yeah, like, why wouldn't I? Like, I want to get rid of 90% of the crap sitting on my table. You need some money. You're really good at selling stuff. Let's partner up, because I don't want to sell my stuff because I don't have time. You have time. You're good at this. Let's split the money. If it works out, great. I got 4 other people who I didn't tell the situation to, didn't tell the person to, because I'm really hitting on the privacy thing. But just helping people, it's not hard. Like, why are there 10 people still watching me for 40 minutes talking about how much I love you all? Like, usually it's, oh, Chris is kind of funny because Chris Sabo's like, he's got this bobblehead. He's like, oh, what's going on? I got a broken neck. You know, break your neck, fool. Break your neck, fool. And it's crazy. And yeah, Dan is a nice guy, man. When he had all those troubles in Minneapolis with the riots, like, we're DMing each other every single day, and I was just checking up on him, and he was like super appreciative. Like, it's not hard to just ask somebody how they're doing. Like Jamie Spitler lost his grandpa this week, and he's very open about it. That's why I don't feel uncomfortable talking about it. So he says he's his hero and write this really nice message on Twitter and stuff. And tonight just DM say, hey man, are you doing okay? And he just opens up to me. And I'm like, I just wish there's something I could do to help. It's like, you have no idea how much it helped just sitting here chatting with you. Like sometimes that's all it is just chatting with somebody. And I've said it 1,000 times, like I'm just in it for like the engagement and the friendships. And like, you guys are literally like my friends that I've never met. Like I really hope to meet you one day and play golf with Eloy. And you know what? Claire's probably just going to run up and give you a leg hug and do one of those moves where you got to walk while she's hanging onto your leg. She's not going to let go. And you're going to be like, oh, get off my leg. She'll be like, no, leg hug. And it's going to be like all weird because you just met my daughter and she's hugging on your leg. But hopefully by then, Coops, yeah, you want to come to Ohio, bro? Ohio is... I want to come to Arizona. Like we had record high temperatures today. It's a thunderstorm right now, and it was 78 today. It's gonna be like 40 tomorrow. Ryan Finch is another guy I want to talk about. Like collects for his kids, like Garrett. I feel like Garrett just collects for his kids, but Garrett, collect for yourself, man. Like I'm gonna send you cards for you. I know you're not watching this. I know you have a huge day tomorrow. I know that you're going through a tough time and you're asleep, and I hope you're getting your rest, but I know you will watch this eventually. But I'm sending cards to you, not to Parker, but to you. And I hope that you enjoy them. We all know Parker's story, and Parker's awesome. Parker's great. He sends so many racks. He sends stuff with my kids. We trade, Bam Bam Cam. We trade with Claire, the Bearded Baptist, his daughter. We trade, Claire trade. And so it's just incredible just how friendships can spark that. But Ryan, his kids they just wanted some sticker packs and couldn't find some sticker packs. Go to Walmart. There's a bunch of sticker packs there. So, like the football ones, the basketball ones and stuff. Cause I think it was Garrett, I can't remember, sent us the whole booklet with a ton of them to us. So Claire goes and finds hers, said, they don't have them, Daddy. We need to share them. And it just goes back to this, the proud dad moment. 3 plain white envelopes she filled out for people that she knew were having a rough time. And one of them was the zookeepers for a rhinoceros. Like we're going to go to the zoo Monday and she's going to hand this envelope that I'm probably going to check to see what's in it first to the zookeepers. Like what a heart on this little girl. Like I cannot be a more proud dad than I am. Let's check in on the chat real quick before I keep going on, because wish I had a friend like this Eli Flores guy. Wish I had a friend. Man, R.I.P. Rosie. I mean, dude, like I'll show whenever we get our Christmas tree, which probably be like next weekend because it's Ohio and that's what you do is you get it before Thanksgiving. But we got an ornament that was painted by Rosie, and like I kind of don't even want to put it on my tree now because it's glass. But yeah, CB Sports. The dude just, I don't even know what to say. Just the things, the conversations we have. Cole, I don't know if you're watching or not anymore. You were on earlier, but he sends like the Elway and some like higher end stuff that I would never like. I almost have a rainbow of stuff that he sends me, and the messages that we talk about and the conversations we have. Like I value our conversations more than I value my cards. He sends me I think it was him. Somebody this week sent me a Von Miller Topps Chrome rookie card. He's wearing number 40. Like I do not have that card. I will value that card like forever. Like that is in my PC. Go. I'm sorry. I had the wrong guy. I apologize. But that's a straight PC card for me. And like the Reds right there. There's the winker that was sent. Let's see what else is in here real quick since I just got it out. I can see a Cooper Cup on the back. So we got Winker, Reds, Winker, Mr. Met. Who doesn't like a mascot card? Cooper Cup rated rookie. And the Cup and the Galladay. Like, there's It's unbelievable when your kids get more mail than you and they look for it. They're like this. It's almost to the point where it's disappointed when they don't have mail day. So I don't know if anybody else does this or think it's weird, but when I buy stack sales and stuff, I'm like, hey, can you address it to my wife? Because Becky doesn't get any mail days. She doesn't buy stuff. She fully supports the hobby. She loves ripping cards. I call her Fire Fingers because she always like, we'll go through a Don Rust blaster. I only said that because I literally got one sitting right here, the Christmas version. I like Baby Jesus, the Christmas version best. You put a little bow tie tuxedo on him because he's supposed to be what he also. I don't know how it goes. I'm all frazzled right now. It's just been a fucking day. But so we open cards together. She loves it. She has a Joey Votto and the Yasiel Puig. Today she opened up the silver Puig. Like, this is my new favorite card. And that just blows me away that people will take the time to know your PC, your family's PC. And like, I've got to be better. Like these handwritten notes, like I'm going to make a huge push to make it a thing. Like I might even create a burner account called the Handwritten Note and just follow everybody and be like, you better write a note. You better write a note. Even just a thank you note, Eloy, I know you send your business cards and everything. And so do I, but you ship out way more than I do. So that might not even be like a thing for you. For me, if I'm sending out like 5 packages a week, how hard is it for me to take 2 minutes to write a nice note like this? You know what this note says? It says, I want to thank you for all you do for the hobby. I also wanted to thank you and Princess Line Cards, Claire, for the fun and enjoyable videos. I hope you to continue to get to know you more, and you're a great guy from what I can see. From Joshua, just another collector. Like how meaningful is that? Like this means more to me than any cards you could send me. Like you see these posts of people who are in hospitals, whatever, just, hey, their birthday's coming up. Let's flood them with like Hallmark cards and, birthday cards and stuff. Like we always participate in that. Reminds me of I think it's the Tyler Trent story from Purdue and how inspirational the dude was. Like if I can inspire one person to be a better person, like my job's done. And if we could all inspire one person to be a better person, the world would just be such a better place. I don't even know what I'm looking around for. I'm looking at an Elway card over there. But the Carolina Card Exchange, he does so much for the hobby, and I feel like it's so underrated. Like, have you seen the artwork that they do? It is incredible. And he started this sticker campaign, obvious pyramid scheme, but a bunch of kids are going to get some stickers. And we sent some to Bearded Baptist Kid and just sent me a video of them opening stickers and how happy they were. I send pictures of people when they send it to Claire because we don't really, she's all over YouTube and the internet now, but back when we cared more, before she had a choice, because now she has the choice to do it, we kept her more under wraps. But sending pictures to people of them making the kids happy, like that's awesome. Or when Ryan Finch sends me a picture of his kids opening the cards and it's super great. Or Yak and Bass when we send him the kids cards and his kids open stuff and it's just awesome. And it's so great. And I try to capture like the really big stuff that I know is coming in, like when Claire got the Jesse Winker ball, like on video, so we can share it with people because that's the joy. Like who doesn't like seeing that? I love sharing it. Maybe I share too much in my personal life. Like, I don't know, but people like to see happiness in others. Like Eloy, I really like watching your box breaks with your kid. I can't watch all of them because you do like 1,000 of them and you are basically either at work, eating, or on YouTube. It seems like, but that's awesome, man. That you put out so much amazing content. It's impossible to watch everything, but we try to tune in. And like Tyler Murphy, he said he was going to do the shave the beard live, but some things came up. But he's just like the dude who's like every morning he's like good morning with some inspirational quote, and I got to go check what he says because that's how you get your morning going. Is you're taking your morning deuce when you wake up. You scroll through Twitter like, oh, what's going on? Trump's an asshole. Biden's an asshole. Okay, everybody's mad at each other. There's another hurricane coming. No earthquakes this week. Oh, it's going to snow next week. Okay, great. Oh, cool. Tyler said something nice. Like, it's just amazing. But one thing to take into Sam that we discussed last week is, as I saw another post this week, and I talked with Midwest Box Breaks that, you know, he had these coins he sent out that were supposed to be not intended, I guess, to be trusted hobby members, but that's how it came across to me. And it's like, who are you to decide who's trusted? But it's like, for his thread, like, he's backing those people on his thread. Great, awesome. I'm not backing those people on my thread. I don't know any of those people. I'm not staking my reputation on somebody because they got a coin that says 147 on it because that's their number. But if he wants to, that's awesome. Good for him. He can do what he wants. But then I see another one that says, like, the people's choice. Then I see a whole account today that is like verifying awesome people. Like, okay, so we have like we have the hobby police who are obviously after Joel LeBlanc now, because literally someone made an account saying, I'm following all these people and I'm doing all this, digging up all this investigation work. They must be a detective and, you know, watch the X-Files and, you know, Bones or something, because it's starting to get weird. Like, it is. Like, if you followed any of the Joel LeBlanc stuff, it's starting to get weird. Like, count me out. I'm done. I tried. Ben tried. No. I'm throwing the red flag. I'm out. But, like, I feel like there's like a Twitter gatekeeper, and that's what people are trying to be. Like, who decides what? Like, because I have a coin, I'm trustworthy? No. You know what makes me trustworthy? The fact that I can say, hey, I know a hobby person who's in need and I want to buy them this card, and I'm putting this much of my own money up, and I would like $30 extra, and we can buy that card. And within 5 minutes, there's $30 in my PayPal from different people, and no questions asked. Just like Chase said earlier, he sent me $30 today, no questions asked, because he knew that it was going to that person. Now I follow up and I send the pictures and I send stuff and I tell them what it is, just, you know, being the guy that I am. But literally, how amazing is that people trust you enough that they'll just send you like $30, because I mean, I could use that for whatever. I could just go take that and, you know, go have myself a T-bone steak down at the Outback tomorrow or whatever, or go buy a quarter of, you know, one half of a one Jordan shoe, or, you know, buy some AMD stock or whatever, or I don't know, go buy some blasters or some cards for myself. But it's going back into the hobby. Like, all the money I spend is going back into the hobby. And I think that's the ultimate thing for me, is I don't need validation from anybody. And I get it all the time, and it's amazing. But I don't need a coin to tell me I'm trustworthy. I don't need, you know, you want to tell me I'm trustworthy? Here's my Koozie. You have a Koozie, you're trustworthy. A porterhouse, okay, a porterhouse. I'm not giving our guy the card. I'm getting a porterhouse, and I'll send you I'll live YouTube live me eating it just for you, Check. You're my dude. Which gets me into a couple more things. This guy, Adam Sierra, ACC something or other. Back a couple months ago, I was going through some financial hard times, and we were in a group. Alloy, he was in the NL City thing, and it just stuff happened and whatever. But I was going through his hard times, and I'm like, hey, dude, oh, you don't have a Koozie, bro? You're getting like 10 Koozies, because I literally just got a new stack like last week. So typically I give them away when people buy stuff from me, bubble mailer with tracking. But anybody just asks for one, I'll send them. So remind me, because I'm not going to remember. No mail tomorrow because it's Veterans Day, but I'll get one out to you Thursday. Just remind me, and it's yours. But ATX Treasure Chest, I think that's his name, did a deal with them like 4 or 5 months ago. All of a sudden, 2 days ago, get a mail from him. Like, what's going on here? And it's just a bunch of Jesse Winker cards with a really nice note. And like, how does this guy that I probably haven't interacted with in 3 months? Yeah, he's a great guy. Like, I can't get over how I've surrounded myself with amazing people. Like, Twitter's algorithm, whatever you're doing, is working, because my Twitter followers and the people that are showing up my timeline are the people I engage with and that I want to engage with. I follow like 3,000 people, probably like 50 to 75 show up on my timeline. And those are the 50 to 75 I want to talk to. Every once in a while, someone's gone, like Sue wasn't showing up. So I said, hey, Sue, let me DM with, not DM, but message you back and forth a little bit. So Twitter knows we're friends. So you'll start showing up my timeline again. And it's awesome. And like Card Guy Cody, that dude was like one of my first, Twitter buddies, just along with KDub. He lives in Michigan. He's like 20 something, getting new to the hobby. I know a bunch of his boys are like all about the flip life. He got me into some, charity breaks. He really loves the Lions. And he's just like, hey, bro, how you doing? How's your family? How's your kids? He knows my kid has a peanut allergy. Like, how's Cooper's immune therapy going? Like, what? People I've never met before care how my son's immune therapy is going. Tyler cares so much that he's got a peanut allergy. He's sharing things that we can buy. Him and his wife are going to share recipes with us that we can, cook and be safe. Hey, Eagle Boy, appreciate you. Tuesday night rants are usually way different than this, and they're more fun. I'm anti-rant tonight, and I'm just showing the love, but I appreciate you being here. We don't interact very often, but I'd really like to interact with you more and get to know you a lot better, because from everything I've heard from everybody, you're one hell of a human being. But PJ, put Brayson to bed later on. Hey, I know it's late on the West Coast. It's 12:12, or sorry, 9:12. It's 12:12 here on the East Coast. But PJ, he just goes to Walmart, posting our group. Just got stock 2 months of cost with shipping. And I got a mega finally, a Bowman mega. So last time I went to Walmart last week, it was Thursday. There's a line of big old dudes, and I didn't see him. So I go pick something out. I was like, hey man, there's a line. I'm like, all right, cool. I literally went for some diapers, and honestly, I didn't even buy the diapers. So I'm just waiting in line for like half hour. It's like, all right, so this is how we're going to do it. We're going to split everything up, yada, yada, yada. So basically these dudes that are like just huge individuals just go up to the front. They take all the megas of everything and start handing out stuff. So I got 2 hangers of Mosaic and some Contenders basketball and like an Absolute blaster, retail. And so they take all the good stuff. They're there first, but when you say, hey, we're going to split it up evenly, like absolutely you did not, because you took all 10 megas. But that's cool because it's whatever. Che and I do our Monday show, and next week we have Matt Costello on our show from Pretty Big News podcast. He works closely with Blake Jameson. I mean, Blake, this guy's awesome. He is an amazing human being. He's part of the Project 2020. He has the Bedazzled Claire card 1 of 1 and donated to the charity. He traded some Claire cards for art cards that are, he found Jesse Winker cards and art carded them up for Claire. It's just amazing. And most of all, I need to thank my wife, my kids, and my parents. Like, this all wouldn't be possible without the loving support of my family. And like I said, it's all about interactions and engagement. Why did I write people watching down? I don't know. But that's what I got for tonight, is just thank you. That's what this is all about. And I can appreciate all of you staying. Like, why are there still 7 people? I know you've been in, you've been out, you've been in, you've been out, whatever. But like, you guys are the reason that Goldline Cards is a thing. You guys are the reasons I have a mustache, or the reasons that, 2 people who are having like fucking shitty, really hard times in life are going to be, blessed with maybe 5 minutes of happiness in their gloomy day. And you guys are the reason that it keeps trucking on. Like, it really is. So next week we'll be back to the rants. Unless anybody's got something in the comments, I'm going to jump off here because I got my boxing class at 7 a.m. Finally, I was talking to Tyler. It's been 1 month off pop, getting back to boxing. My back's getting better. That weight's going to drop off. The health's coming back. I used to be a marathon runner. I've had 3 back surgeries. I'm diagnosed with failed back syndrome. I got an internal TENS unit. Now you know my whole life story. I got the Tourette's. I got just fucking, I'm a mess. Like that. That's just it. I got short-term memory issues. I just try to be a good person. I just ask that you try to be a good person too. And when we interact, if we disagree, it's respectful, and that's it. So let's try to put a smile on somebody's face tomorrow. I'll talk for like one more minute because we're just hit an hour. See if anybody pops up in the comments with anything they want to talk about. If not, then I'm out. Like, you got life and you're an awesome person, amigo. I appreciate it. You know what? One thing I'm gonna get into this is I think I'm genuine and I'm real, and that's appealing to people. And that's one thing that, Ben from Midwest Box Break said last week was, hey dude, I watch your show and it was refreshing to see someone just getting in front of a camera and just talking. Like, I'm not pretending to be anybody. I'm not pretending to be someone else that for you to like me so you'll buy my sales or buy stuff from me or, follow me. Like, this is who I am. This is me as a person. And on my rants, I'm just kind of trying to be funny, but I'm serious too. Like, there's shit in the hobby that pisses me off, like hijacking sales threads or scotch tape, or not packaging things properly, or me forgetting to send Terry Paul a card for a month. Like, that bothers me too. So the back tens machine works, Cody, is I got a battery in my back and then two lines up my spine, and I literally have a charger, like a wireless phone charger, that like once a week I gotta charge it up, and it charges and it sends electronic impulses to try to eliminate the nerve pain. And it took me almost 3 years to get on the right frequency, because you can do like gotta love the facial expressions with the Uncle Rico stash. But basically it sends pulses through. Yeah, if you know how it works, but I have it internally, so it's on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and every 7 years I got to go get a new battery. And my back looks like Edward Scissorhands back there because I've had 3 back surgeries plus that, and it all came from running marathons. Like, the pounding on it just ruined my sciatic nerve. I have nothing in between my discs. I have like a little stopper they put in there. See, my life's been better since interacting with you, Gabe. Like, you were the man, dude. I have like 3 Pat Tillman cards back there, and you were so cool. I forgot like 3 of your cards, and you messaged me, were super nice about it. I'm like, I can't even find this, so I'm gonna send you a bunch of other stuff, and hopefully it's okay. If not, I'll refund your money. It's like, hey, no worries. Then I found your cards, and I got the stack for you. Use it on your arm. You enjoyed this. The connections make the hobby great. Had someone claim a card in a stack sale today, so it's awesome. It's not being a couple bucks. It's the fact that he thought of me, that it did it. Like, that's exactly Tyler. Tyler just gets it, man. Like I said with Brant, he just claimed a card that he knew I would like. It was like $8. You're gonna have $8 to go buy a Big Mac combo meal, or you're gonna do something to make somebody really happy. Like, just make somebody happy. Cody, appreciate you being on here. Hey, check out his stack sale. Southpaw cards, and Nick, I don't know if you used his Avi or not, but I was talking about him earlier. Nick Alicious, he was making one for you too, and I can't remember if you used it or not. But if you need like avatars, like Just Another Collector, if whatever on here, you're a pink guy, but I don't know what are on Twitter. But if you need something, hit him up because he's the guy. But that, that's where I'm gonna stop today. I said I was gonna stop 4 minutes ago, and I started reading through the comments here. But one more thing. So I'm gonna keep getting it. Michael's card addiction. We're just wrapping up, buddy. Today was not a rant night. Today was how much I love the hobby, the connections, the interactions, and the people. And that's what it was today. So if you have a chance to go back, it's probably not worth an hour of your time. It's worth an hour of my time to show appreciation for everybody. But next week we'll be back to the rants. But yeah, man, when someone gets a card and says, hey, it's just meaningful because they thought of you. So like when I said earlier, Sue, said, hey, Goldline cards for this Joey Votto. I mean, she thought of me when she saw this card. That's just really awesome. or people tag me in Jerry Judy stuff or Drew Lock stuff. And I know some people don't like it because you get tagged in so much stuff, and then all of a sudden other people get in conversations with you in your own thread or in other things, and you're still tagged in it. And that's not, that's what the mute button's for. I know I call him Mr. Daniel because he made Claire. He started doing, the tits guy who does the amazing artwork. Like, the guy is so talented. Leaves handles your mother, something or other. And he's got a huge beard, super nice human being. He made Claire into like a sunflower. And so he started doing like a kids line. And he hijacks, like, I mean, he doesn't hijack, but, I'll get tagged in something and it'll be like, him and somebody else have a 40, interaction conversation back and forth. You got to hit the mute button. Like, it's really easy to go in, and here, just let me show you real quick. So I've got over 20. Oh, here's a bunch of stuff. So here's two people in a conversation, and I want to respond. I can go up here where it says respond. I can unclick them, and now you can't even see that because the bright. Oh, there it is. Now I'm responding to Kelly, but not Dave, because I unchecked the box. Like, that's a thing. You can do that. I got like 40 notifications to go take care of. But that's what I got for tonight. And of course, I'm rambling on for 7 more minutes because that's what I do. But it's just, I love you guys. You have no idea what you do for me and how much my life is better because you're in it. I have not met a single one of you that's on here, and I hope that changes. But like I said many times, like, you are friends. You know my kids. You know me, I feel like, because I'm on here just being me. We interact on, not all of us, like Michael, I don't interact with you that much. And Eagle Boy, I don't interact with you that much. But I would like to change that and get to know you better. Ain't no worries, man. It'll upload if you ever want to watch, but this was a different show. Like I said, I had 3 pages full, and I'm sorry if you're watching this and I didn't mention you, because you can't mention everybody. And that's one thing too, is I hate like trying to make people feel bad, because I do when you want to do nice things for people and you leave somebody out. That's never my intention to leave you out intentionally. This thing slipped through the cracks. Or if someone's tagging a whole bunch, who's your favorite hobby person, and I don't get tagged, like, I don't care, whatever. Like, you don't like me, I don't like you. It slipped through the cracks. Like, tag other people, because you know what? There's a lot of people who want to grow followers who are new to the hobby, like Gabe, Cactus Cards, who's amazing. Like, go follow him. He's one of the best followers I have, and people that I follow on Twitter who could use more followers, more interactions, more people to talk with. He's one of my favorite people on Twitter. And it all started by just a stack sale one day and chatting with him. And same with Justin. Justin's usually in my Sundays and in here, and I chat with that dude like every day. And it's just, like I said, I'm in it for the interactions, the engagements. I'm going to say that 25, 30 times now. I like to get you guys to know you guys better if I haven't. But one thing, I'm not even going to ask you guys, because you guys donate to everything. But my one buddy is hurting so bad right now. And there is an absolute banger of a card. And it's the one I was showing Che earlier, because he just shoot over $30 when I said, hey, I need some money. So I got the $50 that I needed, and I saw this other one for 90. Like, oh my God, I'll put in my own 40. I might put out a tweet, because a whole bunch of people were like, hey, can I get in? Can I get in? And then I said it was closed. But $40 will just absolutely send a banger to somebody who's going through the worst time in their entire life. And that's all I'm going to say, because if they watch this, I don't want, and I don't want to say who it is or whatever, because privacy issues, and they don't want to, I don't want to spread other people's news. But there I go rambling again. I can't help it. I just, whatever. But I'm going to bed. Actually, I'm not. I got some packing up. No, I'm not packing up tonight. There's no mail tomorrow. I'm going boxing in the morning. I appreciate all you guys. I really do. You have no idea. Like, 6 of you are still here an hour and 9 minutes later. The obligatory like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends. Like, if I post a tweet with my thing, I'd appreciate like a retweet of it, try to get more followers, because that's kind of like the goal, to grow, to interact with more people, to have people in here. Like the Tuesday night rants are awesome when I'm talking about something and then the chat's going on with other people going back and forth on the same thing. Then I got to scroll back up and read what they said and interact with you. Like that's just the best part. So next Tuesday, we'll be back at it with the rants. I'm going to end it here for tonight. Just know that I love you. You're my friends, and I appreciate you. And your kindness does not go unnoticed. If I didn't mention you tonight, I promise you, your kindness does not go unnoticed. I have a whole box full of handwritten cards from people. Yeah, but Goldline and Broken Chris Sabo. Here he is. Broken. We're out. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Go find someone's stack sale and buy some stuff. Friends support friends. That should be another thing. Friends support friends.